Tonight I'd like to share with you a recipe which is a hamburger recipe. Now we can have different styles of hamburgers. The Australian style has bacon, eggs, beetroot. There's a European style which is a lamb-based one that has halloumi. But tonight I'd like to share with you an American style hamburger. So I have 500 grams of lean beef mince, and to that I'm going to add 1 egg, minus the shell on this occasion. Then we have half a cup of just standard dry breadcrumbs, pop those in. 2 teaspoons of salt, so just normal salt, that's 2 teaspoons. We have 2 teaspoons of black pepper. And our next ingredient is my favourite, the Dijon mustard. I've got about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, that will go in there. A squirt of ketchup, and about a tablespoon of ketchup. And our final ingredient is Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients in there. Just going to give that a good mix. And there's that sound again. It's a little bit of a struggle. Oh, I don't like that sound. And we're just going to mix all of those ingredients together to form our patty mix. And once that's combined, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and then we're going to move on to the most important part of the recipe, and that is the special sauce. So we have our mince chilling down just at the moment, but the most important part of this burger is the sauce. And you can see a lot of ingredients here. I'm just going to run through it with you. The first thing we need is mayonnaise. We use this mayonnaise. It doesn't have to be that mayonnaise, but we think this is a great brand. And that is a whole cup of mayonnaise. And then something that we think adds a great deal of flavour to this sauce is crushed spring onion. So we've got 4 spring onions. I've cut them into little pieces. And now I'm just going to pop them through a garlic press. So just crushing, oh, it's a little bit tough. Just crushing the spring onions now. That will add a beautiful amount of flavour to this sauce, a little bit of tang. So now we've got our spring onions in there. We've crushed those 4 spring onions up. European style gherkins. That gives a beautiful texture. About 2 gherkins of that size is an equivalent of 2 tablespoons of finely chopped gherkins. That goes in too. Next ingredient is around about a tablespoon of ketchup. I'm just going to guess that. Then white vinegar, just like that. We've got 2 teaspoons of the white vinegar. That will go into the sauce. And add a little bit of black pepper. Doesn't need to be too much. Probably 1/4 teaspoon would be sufficient for this recipe. We love our mustard. I've got 2 teaspoons of mustard. And finally we've got 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. That's a smoky paprika. And all we need to do is mix that together, and that is going to give us an absolutely and utterly delicious sauce for our hamburger. You'll see as we're mixing that up, it's starting to take on a lovely pink colour. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay, we've had the mince sitting in the fridge for an hour or so, just to allow the flavours to develop in the mince. 500 grams of mince becomes 5 patties, and they're roughly 140 grams each. So we have Dee's special ring here, and that's what we're going to use to form these burgers. It's exactly the right size for what we need. And then the trick to forming the perfect patty is to press down in the middle like that. You must do that. Peel off our ring, and voila, we have our perfect patty. This is a winner. Burger patties are best done on a barbecue. I generally start them off on the hot plate. Some salt and pepper. Then transfer them to the grill. Back onto the hot plate. And again onto the grill. This gives them a lovely smoky taste. Lightly fry the brioche buns. Transfer the patties back to the hot plate and top with American sliced cheese. It only takes about 10 minutes to do all this, and then you're ready to assemble the burgers. Well, it's pretty cold out there. I'm just going to take my top off. Start off by putting some special sauce on the bun. Then your slice of tomato plus some salt and pepper. Carefully place the burger patty and squirt on some barbecue sauce. Add the lettuce, more special sauce, and top the bun. And there we have it. That is a fantastic hamburger, and when you make them, you are not going to believe how good they are. Well, I just inhaled that burger in breakneck speed. I think I'm going to have another one. I'll probably be in a coma. Enjoy this recipe, it's an absolute winner. Worcester. So it's a very simple mixture, and just going to mix that up. Fucking miss up something chronic. Right, that was fucking terrible, wasn't it? Hopeless.
Just relax, you're too tense and you're too quick.
Jesus, fucking useless.